Hello, my name is Anastasia, and today I'll be presenting about Denmark. Some things I will talk about are the background of Denmark, Hofstede's dimensions, in particular masculinity versus femininity, and power distance. I will also talk about proxemics, holidays, and customs of Denmark. Officially, the Kingdom of Denmark is a Scandinavian country in Europe and a sovereign state. The southernmost of the Nordic countries, it is southwest of Sweden, south of Norway, and border to the south of Germany. The Kingdom of Denmark also comprises two autonomous constituent countries in the North Atlantic Ocean, the Faroe Island and Greenland. Now a little bit about the government of Denmark. The Danish parliament is called Folketing. Denmark is a representative democracy with universal suffrage. The government of Denmark operates as a cabinet government, where executive authority is exercised, formally on behalf of monarch, by Prime Minister and other cabinet ministers. The capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. Denmark itself has a total area of 16,573 square miles and a population of 5.75 million. Official language of the country is Danish, official currency is Danish krone, and the official religion is the Church of Denmark. We're going to talk about Hofstede's dimension, masculinity versus femininity. This parameter takes into account gender roles. Masculine is equated with assertiveness, and feminine is synonymous to modesty. A low score on the dimension means that the dominant values in society are caring for others and quality of life. This society is one where quality of life is the sign of success. What motivates people in a feminine society is liking what they do. As you can see, Denmark ranks among the most feminine cultures, with a low score of 16, which puts emphasis on good relationships, cooperation, and charity. In feminine countries, it is important to keep the life-work balance and make sure that all are included. Safety and family are very important values as well. Often, gender roles overlap in these types of societies. An effective leader is supportive to his or her people, and decision-making is achieved through involvement. Managers strive for consensus, and people value equality, solidarity, and quality in their working as well as personal lives. If there are conflicts, they are resolved by compromise and negotiation. Danes are known for their lengthy conversations and discussions, and they will continue until a consensus has been reached. Incentives such as free time and flexible work hours are favored. On political level, the ideal is an universal welfare state whose main goals are democracy, support, and the assistance for everybody, as well as concerns for environmental issues. Next, we're going to talk about power distance. This is defined as the extent to which the less powerful members of institutions and organizations within a country expect and accept that power is distributed unequally. It describes the emotional distance between more powerful and less powerful members of society. A typical high score for this dimension would be characteristic for a culture with a paternalistic decision-making style where the employee is afraid to voice his disagreement with a superior and would rather just accept superior's decisions. As you can see, Denmark ranks on the lower side with a score of 18. This means the middle class is strong, change occurs by revision, and violence is very rare. This kind of mindset, the Danes believe in independency, equal rights, accessible superiors, and that their management is facilitating and empowering. Power is often decentralized, and managers count on the experience of the team members. Respect among the Danes is earned by proving your hands-on expertise. Usually workplace have a very informal atmosphere with direct and involving communication and often first-name basis. Also, collaboration is welcomed. Next, I'm going to talk about proxemics. When it comes to proxemics or personal space, Danes may seem a little private at first, not wanting to intrude on other people's personal space, and the average distance for a Dane is approximately an arm's length or even further. In other cultures, more like Latin American cultures, people may kiss and hug and touch one another after having a conversation. However, Danes like to keep their personal space and respect personal space of others, much like people in the US. Next, I'm going to talk about holidays and traditions. Christmas, both in Denmark and America, the traditions are similar. On Christmas Eve, which is called Juleaften, Danish immigrants would have the most important feast of the year. The traditional dinner is a baked goose with rice pudding, and like in US, Christmas in Denmark is a time of celebration with family and friends. Another tradition they have is a holiday named Fødselsdagen, and it's a Danish celebration that is not familiar to Americans, but it is much like Mardi Gras, and it is celebrated on the last day before Lent. Next thing I'm going to talk about is customs and superstitions. When doing research on customs and superstitions, I was surprised to learn that Danes are very superstitious. One particular superstition that a lot of Danes believe in is that 13 is an unlucky number. In US, some people believe that it's an unlucky number, but not to the extent of the Danes. Most Danish hotels will not even have a room number 13, and if they do, it's always vacant because not a lot of people want to stay in it. Another fun fact I learned about Danish customs is their unique gift giving. If you're invited to a Danish home for lunch or dinner, make sure to take a gift along. They welcome that, and if you do bring one, make sure to wrap it, even flowers. They're really big on gift wrapping. If you're planning to take along a set of knives or scissors as a housewarming gift for Dane, you might want to add some money as well. Because according to a Danish superstition, giving knives or scissors translates to cutting or breaking a relationship, and it's considered bad luck. However, a fun way to circumvent this is to include some coins or money, because then the host can pay for the knives or scissors, therefore negating the bad superstition. Therefore, this puts me at the end of my presentation, and thank you for listening.